30 years, I finally get to ride the Honda XR650L. Why did it take so long? An idiot, or a bunch of idiots, stopped importing the Big Red Pig into Australia back in 2008. Why? Who knows? It is arguably the best budget 650 and ideal for Australian conditions. But DR650 and KLR 650 sales skyrocketed. Honda Australia has missed out on so many sales. The Honda XR650L began in 1993. What a dinosaur! There have been almost no changes until 2022. Now Honda has completely updated the Big Red Pig. The wheel rims are now black. This has dramatically reduced the weight. The bold new graphics have substantially increased the horsepower, and the tool bag and fork gaiters are also black, which has resulted in much better suspension. Most importantly, the Big Red Pig is now the Big White Pig, and the new colour will dazzle other riders and make them crash, which makes you look like a great rider. Unfortunately, the XR650L is not available in many countries due to emission laws or the requirement for features like ABS. However, it is still available in the USA for only US $7,000. Bargain. How does the XR650L compare to the other budget 650 options? It is definitely the best off-road motorbike. We have ridden all three models. There is a lot of overlap, but we think this graph provides a good comparison. Are you interested in the budget Japanese 650 models? See our comparison video for more details. The XR650L is substantially lighter, 11 kilograms lighter than the DR650 and a huge 55 kilograms lighter than the new KLR 650. It has longer and better suspension. The XR650L has more ground clearance, and the shorter wheelbase makes it more nimble in the dirt. The 18-inch rear wheel allows a much wider choice of tyres, especially for nobbies. Like the other bikes, it only has a 5-speed gearbox, but the ratios are wider, which provides more flexibility when it comes to dirt and highway riding. The seat is very comfortable and similar to the KLR 650. It is dramatically better than the concrete block used on the DR650. Similar to most Japanese models, the XR650L is incredibly reliable with very few known issues. Let's look at the potential problems and common mods. Like most motorbikes with a carburetor, the settings are very lean to meet emission laws. Rejet the carb. Research the various mods for removing the emissions gear. That long suspension and comfortable seat come at a cost. The XR650L is very tall and won't suit short riders unless you modify the seat and suspension. For adventure riding, the 13-litre tank is way too small. It's the same size as the DR650. The KLR 650 is much better in this respect with a 23-litre tank. There is no push drive rear hub on the Honda. This reduces weight, but it means the XR650L is not as smooth on the road. It also slightly increases wear on chain, sprockets and the transmission. You can also wear your countershaft splines prematurely. The standard front sprocket is quite thin, so owners often use an aftermarket sprocket or adapt an XR650R sprocket, which is wider and causes less wear. If you buy a second-hand XR650L, ensure the previous owner did not weld the front sprocket to the countershaft when the splines wore out. It is rare, but some owners have experienced problems with overheating when pushing the XR hard for extended periods. It is an air-cooled engine without an oil cooler. although the oil being stored in the frame provides a bit of extra cooling. In contrast, the DR650 has an oil cooler and the KLR 650 has radiators. The ergonomics are very old-fashioned. Like its competitors, it's not easy to stand on the foot pegs, and the foot pegs are too small. Many owners install taller handlebars, handlebar risers, and bigger foot pegs, like the Fastway foot pegs that can be adjusted to a lower rear set position. The most common XR650L problem, the CDI modules can fail. Adventure riders often carry a spare CDI for long trips. They are quite cheap, so it is a good idea for any long-term owner. You can also do the Tech for Life mod. Some owners repair their CDI units. See this forum post. I love my Suzuki DR650, but I must admit I would buy this Honda instead if it was still available. Have you ridden an XR650L? Have you owned the Big Red Pig? What did you think? Keen to hear your thoughts.